Hello, welcome back to part 2 of today's Dashcam diary of a disabled. I got done with my chiro appointment. As you can see, I'm finally awake. He twisted me up like a pretzel and got me to finally get some relief in the thoracic area. Holy cow. Has that been really affecting me? Oh my gosh. And I don't get another adjustment for another 10 days. Oh, that 10th rib is like, whoa, what are you doing? But we got things to move and stretch out and get to the point where we got that movement. Hallelujah. Hallelujah that I finally got that there were 2 vertebrae around the thoracic 4, thoracic 5 area. Go figure. Thoracic 4, thoracic 5. I'm finally getting my digestion flow back. I'm starting to feel my stomach acid again. I've been so tied up for so long in that area. We haven't been able to go get it in. So both of those vertebrae went in because we did a different. I can't really be adjusted very well face up with my arms like this because it really messes with my shoulder the way he has to dig in. But it was a roll of the dice, and I'm like, you know what? Let's try it face up and let's see if it goes. And it flippin' went, and oh my gosh, finally. This is the most relief I have felt in about a month or more, or 2 months. Holy cow, I knew things were ready to go when they're ready to go. But it's that thoracic area, man. It's that thoracic 4 or 5. I need to get that mother trucker to stop going out. And it's by doing too many things with my arms in front of me. I can't be doing stuff with my arms out in front of me and me hunched over at all. I've been in so much pain. Gosh, I am so hungry because things are starting to move up and down my spine. My spinal fluid is finally able to keep going. My hands are freaking cold though, because there was so much movement in my body this time. When there's a lot of movement, it's easy for things to go right back out because I've stretched things out by so much. And I had, thank goodness the guy messed up on his time and I got almost an hour appointment today. It was meant to be, because if I hadn't gotten that hour, there's no way I would be feeling this good. I didn't even get a full hour. I got a good 45 minutes, 40 minutes for my adjustment. That's about how long it typically takes, is 40 minutes for us to get everything. So they were able to let the other guy into his appointment a little bit early, the next guy. And then the guy showed up that was supposed to show up at 7:30. Like, my appointment was from 7 to 7:30, and the other guy's appointment was at 7:30 to 8. And he ended up showing up at 8 o'clock thinking it was at 8, not 7:30. So the guy that was here for the 8 o'clock appointment already went back. So what a cluster. I mean, it happens though. It happens when you miss appointments. I miss appointments. I missed one last week with my primary, and so now I'm going to go to the clinic and just go see if he has anything by chance today. Doubtful. He was very booked solid when I booked my last appointment, so I don't know if I'm going to have any chance in heck to get in. But no matter what, I need to reschedule and schedule a new appointment because I need to go over my nerve conduction results. So I'm going to schedule that appointment, and I'm going to have him retest I'm going to have him test my cholesterol, maybe I can get him to do some labs if I show up today. Be like, hey, I'm already here. Can you please see if he'll put in some labs for me to do my regular blood work? Because I missed my appointment last week. Be like, can you just put in some labs? I'm already here, you know. I'm still having some I still have some congestion going on in my upper body. I'm not able to get that deep burp all the way from my stomach up. I think it's just because things are still trying to settle and trying to get used to the spots that they're in right now. I may end up having to take a second pill today to help with the inflammation, because my anxiety pills help with the inflammation, but they make me so drowsy that I end up sleeping, and I'm getting low on my anxiety meds already because of the same thing. I use it for anti-inflammatories. I'm not gonna lie. My anxiety meds I use for anxiety and inflammation, because they help with inflammation, because they work on the central nervous system, which the central nervous system helps create inflammation. I got a little bit deeper, but I can feel it's still kind of hung up in my 10th rib area. We haven't gotten my lumbar to go. We did get a little bit of a deep thunk when he did a little bit of my side posture adjustment. We have made up terms for the adjustments that we do on me that aren't typical. Double thenar is like this all the way up the spine. And that's usually what people like to do when they pop each other's backs, like having let somebody lay on their stomach and then somebody will like just do this up their spine, and that usually can help pop people's backs. It's not suggested because you don't know what you're doing or pressing on, so you could be pressing a vertebra out or tilted in the wrong way, and it's kind of dangerous if you're not fully trained on it. So I don't let just anybody pop my back. I have to have a professional do it. And when I do try to pop things myself, I don't have the stabilization in the areas I need to have stabilized while I pop it out in or out of place. So it's a bad idea for me to even attempt it on myself. But gosh darn it, I wish I could do it myself. It costs way too much money to keep going to the chiro like this. But it's necessary. That thoracic syndrome is so bad. Oh my gosh, that thoracic 4 and 5. He says that is the most distinct, crisp movement he's ever gotten out of me there. And so, it's good news. But we've had to readjust a couple of things afterwards, because order matters when it comes to my chiropractic. It matters what order I go in. It really does. And it shocks the hell out of me every single time when something works that we're like, try this, try that. His favorite saying is, your wish is my command. But he throws it in like, just like your mother would say, your wish is my command. I'm like, my mom would not say that ever. He's a very sarcastic man, and I freaking love my chiropractor. He's funny. He's my therapist. He helps me laugh and cry. And he gets me into alignment. I do gotta study these nerve pathways again though, because I gotta figure out what it is I need to try and help communicate to him in 10 days when I got my next appointment. Yeah, they're gonna have a hard scheduling conflict when people get back, when they get back from vacation for 10 days. Just trying to get everybody back in. The regular clientele. Wish I wasn't so flippin' broke. I spent like the last bit of my money on my paint patches and then gas to get to that party on the weekend. Like, I wish my friends. So I do have a little bit of a gripe, but I love my friends, my rave family, and it's my local rave family. And there's only 3 of them. My rave wifey, her husband, so my rave hubby, and then their kid. And their kid doesn't rave, but I love them. They are my family, extended family. And I get sometimes more nurturing care from my friend Jennifer than I do my own mom. I always felt like he was trying to parent me too. I don't need parented. I respectfully listen to whatever advice sometimes, and sometimes I argue back about it with her because I'm like, now, you just don't know. And she has long COVID, so she only a little bit understands what it's like to be chronically sick. Her days are less frequent, as things are not a competition by any means. It's just, I don't know how to try and convince her when it's something that she wants, and she wants me to be there, and she's trying everything she can to try and convince me to go, which I'm like that too for people, so I kind of understand now how annoying it can be. But she was trying everything in her power to get me to come to that party, even though my body and everything was like saying, don't do it. Don't do it. You can't afford the gas. You can't afford, I'm glad I went. I wanted to do this for her, and I sacrificed my health for her. She wasn't trying to ask me to do that, but she was being greedy with wanting me to be there. And I gave in because this was one of the only opportunities that we could ever have a situation and a party like that. So I gave in, but I cannot do that anymore. I have to just stand my ground, and it's hard because it's something that I want to do too. And it's something we've been looking forward to doing for so long, and doing this together. And it was like go time till the day of. And she gets really disappointed, like if I have to cancel the day of, and I understand that. But I'm tired of losing friends over that because they just don't understand. And so the chronic illness friends that I have online, that are my friends that I have video chats with on somewhat regular basis, that's why I love them. And I'm starting to get in more of a friendship with my friend Celia. So if you're watching this, Celia, I love you. Which I hope she doesn't get weirded out by my love bombing. It's just because I love everybody, and it's not that I'm trying to like make her more clingy or more, I can be a clingy friend, and so I try my best not to be a clingy friend, because I've got to have boundaries. I've got to have my time to myself. I can't just pick up at the whim of a call. But I want to also be there when somebody is having an emergency of sorts, so they can, so then they can feel supported by somebody, especially Celia. She has nobody, really anybody, and what's to keep her from really going all the way and just ending things for good. I'm still getting to know her. I'm still getting to know how strong she is and how much does she really want to live. Because living through chronic illness and the stuff that she's dealing with, I don't know if I'd want to live through it either, honestly. In all honesty, I don't know how I would feel if I had what was going on with me, if I had what was going on with her. I I find it would be extremely difficult. But also your mentality can also really change things. I'm not trying to say she, it's all in her head, because it's not. It's not all in her head. Some of it is, but not all of it. But you have to think about it. That's why she is in her head, because she has to think about it, because she's living it. She has to think about how she's living, and she has to modify her life so much, so much more than I do, and in so many different ways. But I have to modify my life really significantly too, but just in different ways. And we all have it bad in different ways. And it's rough. It's rough to have health issues and mental health struggles because of the health issues at the same time. I hope my doctor isn't completely worried about me or really, pissed off that I missed and did a no-show on him because of the last appointment I had with him being so triggered. I really hope that I haven't I hope I didn't I can't say the word I'm looking for. I can't hold him to other standards, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I hope that my next appointment can be soon and I can go over my nerve conduction results. And that I can get scheduled right away. I really want to get scheduled right away. The sooner the better, so my hypochondria doesn't kick in about this nerve conduction study and the asshole. I want to feel justified for him being a jerk, by being like, well, at least I didn't go through this experience for nothing. I hope they do find something. I hope they do find something in it, because I'm tired of doctors blowing me off and saying that it's not something that's happening to me when it really is. Because they just don't know. Because they don't know enough about it, and they don't have to live in this body. So it's not much skin off their back, because they're not the ones that have to live with it day to day like their patients do. And I wish these doctors would think about that, about what these people that they're treating are experiencing on the day-to-day, hour-to-hour, minute-to-minute, because it changes frequently for EDS. Or that much more susceptible to any slight change of anything being exaggerated and dramatic and really, really painful and hard to deal with, mentally and physically, because it's so rough. And so taking care of your mental health while taking care of your physical health is essential. I do not have my therapist right now because I'm therapying myself, because it's just, I need to do what I need to do. Stormy, we're not at the park yet. We're going. We'll be there soon. Mama's got to sit back because I've been leaning forward for too long. I don't want any wrong pops. I might be using the wheelchair when I get in today. No, I won't. I just have to stand there and make an appointment. Being in the wheelchair just takes too long. But I am an emergency wheelchair user on days that I need to kind of just take it easy and save my energy for my muscles trying to adjust for everything. Excuse me. Was it yawn? If it's not yawning on my first video, it's a whole bunch of burping on my second one. I need to walk around a lot. So I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. Have a manic Monday, a maniacal, miraculous Monday. But be beautiful, stay strong, keep going, never give up. Tell those that you love them, because you never know when you'll have a chance to never see them or tell them again. So keep at it and keep smiling, no matter how bad it gets. Peace out, guys.